Hey class, I understand tonight you are doing your final preparation for the chapter 5 test tomorrow, and I told you in class that I'd throw up a couple extra questions so that you can think about that last page. These are basically linear equations where you're given a couple points. Um, if you can answer these questions from the points, all the other ones are just, kind of sub processes of these. So these kind of take care of everything. So I'll do this. I'll say let's come up with the equation of a line that is perpendicular um, to line AB and goes through point A. So I don't know why point C here. I'm not gonna use it. So let me write these words down so that you can see all of those. So I'm saying, so I'm saying that it's going to be perpendicular to line AB um, and goes through point, let's say point B, goes through point B. So if you imagine this, just kind of a crude sketch to help me in my thinking. I've got some point A, which is, I don't know, over 3 up 7. I've got a point B that's over 5 up 3, okay? And line AB, right, is this one. But that's not the line I'm looking for. I'm looking for the line that's perpendicular to line AB, and it goes through this point B. So this is the line that we're looking for. We're looking for the equation of this line. It's perpendicular to line AB, and it goes through point B. So to answer that question, what we need to do is, first of all, figure out the slope of line AB. And the reason why we need this slope is because we're going to need the opposite reciprocal of that to figure out the slope of the line for our answer. So let's write this down. The slope of line AB, so I'm looking at this, and that is the change in the y divided by the change in the x. So for this particular, these 2 points, I'm going to look at the change in my y's, and I'm going to divide that by the change in my x's. So my slope is this, it's this ratio that has a subtraction problem in it. So I'm just going to take them in the order they're listed there. So I'm just going to go 7 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 5. 7 minus 3, that's the change in my y values, right? These are the ones that are listed in red. 7 minus 3, and then I'm dividing that by 3 minus 5. 7 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 5. Okay, 7 minus 3 is 4. That's my numerator. And my denominator, 3 minus 5, would be negative 2. So that means the slope that I have here for line AB is simply negative 2. That's the slope of this line, that's the dotted line up here. That's the slope of the line through AB. Now, because I'm trying to find the equation line that's perpendicular to that line, I'm not going to use 2 as my slope. I'm going to use the opposite reciprocal of it. So the slope I'm trying to find, right, for the line that I'm looking for, the slope of would it be positive 1/2, right? That slope is the slope of the line we're looking for. By the way, if I didn't say this, my suggestion is that you just pause this, do it yourself, and then fly forward to the end and check the answer. Okay, so I've got my slope, and I know that I want it to go through point B. So now all I need to do is just use that point B and the slope in order to find the equation line. So B, for reference, I'll write it down here. B is going through 5, 3. X is 5, Y is 3. You can see it's right there, 5, 3. And I have a slope not of -2. That's the slope through AB. I have a slope of positive 1/2. That's the slope I'm using. So I'm just going to go ahead and write y equals mx plus b. I know an x and I know a y value, right, for those two variables, and I know my parameter slope. My parameter slope is 1/2. So what I need to figure out is what b is, my y-intercept. So I'm just going to plug in the values that I have. I'm going to use 3 for y, and that's going to equal positive 1/2 times 5 for x, and then plus b. So this is 3 equals 5/2 plus b. I'm going to take away 5/2 from each side, so 3 minus 5/2 is what b is. If I look at 3 in terms of halves, that's 6/2. Right? I'm just multiplying 3 over 1 times 2 over 2. I'm multiplying it by a giant 1 and getting 6/2. Clearly 6/2 equals 3 minus 5/2. And when I do that, I get 6/2 minus 5/2 would be 1/2. So my value of b is 1/2. So here's what the equation of this line is. This line right here, this line that is perpendicular to line AB, and it goes through the point 5,3. We know that its slope is 1/2, and we know that its y-intercept is 1/2. So the equation of this line is y equals 1/2 x plus 1/2. Done. So I don't know. I just offer this as a problem you can look at. This is the answer. You saw how we were playing with GeoGebra today. If you fire that up, you can pick a couple points and try that out and see if you can find the equation of the line under certain circumstances. There's certainly more you could do with these 3 points I gave you, but I'm just going to end this right here.